Hello, hello, and welcome back. Hi. I've been gone for a few days, but now I'm here. And I'm only streaming for a few hours before Arcade Pit. I just wanted to. Well, I appreciate you keeping the dream alive that maybe I would stream, but I've been gone. Yes, that's true. That is unlike me. That's fine. I mostly made my Tales of Monkey Island set. I may play that some tonight, just to, like, bang it out, but... I also might not. I might play some more Galaxy. We've got some fun things lined up. Like, it's not just me over here. I've got some fun things lined up for you for Zelda April, which starts tomorrow. I am gonna play some Zelda games. Hard to imagine, but yeah, that's the plan. Okay, well, it's not gonna happen. This is Link, yes. We're going to start by keeping it simple. Tomorrow we're going to start Link's crossbow training. I've got... also... I think I'm feeling motivated to play through Twilight Princess again. I think the Wii rollout is going to trick me into giving Twilight Princess another try. And the reason is because I've heard that the Wii set is a lot less cock and ball torture. I do have a Wiimote setup that I'll probably use for crossbow training if I need to. I don't imagine that using my DualSense is going to be fast enough to be effective. I did make it all the way to the final dungeon. And I think, you know, realistically, there may be a time that I decide to go back and finish the GameCube set, because I did do a lot of work on it, and it might be fun to go back and finish it off at some point, since we are so close. But the Wii set also seems more simple. It's basically just 100% the game, as far as I understand. That's what I've been told. I haven't looked at it. But I've been told it's more or less just 100% in the game. And, like... I bet if I keep my focus, I can fucking rock that. You know what I mean? Yeah, what if I have been tricked? That is the sort of thing that people would do to me. The GameCube had a lot of, like, extra challenges on things, you know, play this minigame and get a bajillion points and stuff like that. Which is fine. Those sorts of achievements I quite like, but... I was just feeling like Twilight Princess was dragging ass. I need to stop being that way about things sometimes. I need to stop getting in my own head that if a game is taking me 2 weeks or something like that, that it's outstayed its welcome. That's rarely actually true for my community. Y'all are pretty cool about if I'm having a fun time doing something, then, like, you're having a fun time with it too. I mean, for better or for worse, that's exactly right, Octrid. There are definitely times where I am feeling decision paralysis, and I would love for someone else to have an opinion. And almost every time I've asked other people to have an opinion, their opinion has been, well, as long as you're having fun. Like, fuck! Nah, I joke, but I'm very appreciative about how cool my chat is. Y'all are something else. I think part of it's just like the normal streamer anxiety that things are going to get old soon. And a mix of that and just being ADHD and like craving newness all the time. Raytheon, thanks so much for the resub. 81 months. Do you know that's 9 times 9 months? It's a lot of months. That's why, despite it not being in my best interest, I often have, like, 4 Let's Plays going. Like, just things to switch between constantly. No, this one's the easy one. The other version of this one that you get later in the game is awful. Like, if you play it perfectly, you have a second or two of wiggle room. I think it took me 3, but it's way worse than that one, I guess is what I'm saying. It's not that bad. It definitely hung me up when I was in college playing this. I distinctly remember taking a very long time to get the harder one done. But yeah, it wasn't that bad this time. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Yeah. They're both a little bit nasty if you struggle with, like, lining them up, because it is asking you to be pretty precise on both of them, for the most part. I did not move with the same intensity as before. My bad. Don't need them. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I see. I didn't realize there were 2 layers to contend with last time. I got lucky. In that I would like to launch him into space, sure. We went and saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie this weekend. Mario was in it. If there are people here who haven't seen it, I'm not going to share my thoughts on it. It's fine. It's really, someone described it as being really Ready Player One coded. And I think that's how I felt about it. Could I give a worse review? I mean, I'm sure I could give a worse review. It was an hour and a half that I walked out of the theater really enjoying it. Like, I had a good time. But it was notably, like, an hour and a half of asking me to point at the screen and be excited that I recognized a character. It wasn't bad. It just doesn't really do anything interesting. Like I'm 38 years old. It does not have to serve any of my needs. If you view it as a movie for children, it's really great. I guess if I can say one thing that I was pleased about is it did seem to introduce one new piece of lore, and that's fun. That's fun for me as a 38-year-old Nintendo fan. Yeah, new lore dropped. Anyway, I think I can simultaneously say that I recognize that the movie was not designed for me, and also say that I think we should desire more for a movie from our children, more from a movie for our children. Like children deserve cool movies too. I don't have to just write it off as like a kid's movie. Yeah, look, I walked out of the theater, like, hey, I had fun. They made Reverie canon. That's right, Fire. That's fucking right. I did see the Sonic movies, and I quite liked the Sonic movies, by contrast. I genuinely think the Sonic movies were doing something fun. As a not particularly big Sonic fan, I like the Sonic movies more than their games in many ways. Yeah, I think that they're also kids' movies. Anyway, this is not like to take away from anyone else's enjoyment of them, or if you saw it and you liked it, that's awesome, because I walked away from it having watched it and liked it too. I just also recognize that the conceit of the Mario Galaxy movie is not to tell a fun Mario story. It is to make you point at the screen and say, holy shit, I know that guy. I think the bigger issue is just that the Sonic movies aren't afraid to, like, be weird, but the Mario movie is probably, if I had to guess, playing it extraordinarily safe by Nintendo's instruction. That's my take on it. Whether that take makes any sense at all is up to you. Here, let me help you, Toad. See you, kid. It is kind of funny, though, to think that I think broadly disliked. I mean, you know, we in this chat are probably not representative of the general opinion, but I think the broadly disliked Mario movie from 1993 at least was doing something really interesting. Is it a good movie? I don't know. What's a good movie? Who cares? At the very least, it was doing something interesting. Yeah, I don't feel strongly enough about the Mario movie to, like, have opinions on the internet. You know what I mean, being a guy who has opinions on the internet. So if you're looking for me to have, like, a strong opinion on the internet about Mario movie or whatever, I'm gonna disappoint you. But I do think that I can at least recognize that it's not doing anything artistically interesting. Oh, Tom Nook.
Never give up.
Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. 49 months is a hell of a long time. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know enough about, like, the story behind the original Mario movie to, like, know what their experience was like, but the movie itself isn't broadly loved as far as I understand. I mean, of course, it has, like, a cult following or whatever, but I don't get the impression that the general public is, like, really into the original Mario movie. I mean, say what you will about it, but it's, like, not a great movie. I've watched it. Like, I have a first-hand experience to draw on for that claim, but it's, like, not a good movie. It's really interesting. It's fascinating. The direction a person decided to take Mario. It's compelling in that way. But I feel about it the same way that I do about Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, I can know it's not a good movie and still enjoy watching it. Did you know gaming? Luigi. That's probably true. It's probably true that if you don't go into it with the mindset of it being a Mario movie, that is a better experience. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, now that I've talked about things I don't like, can I just say how much fun I'm having replaying Galaxy? This game rocks. I remembered liking this game a lot, but replaying it is filling me with determination. That's probably true that people hate positive content, but most geniuses go underappreciated in their own time. Call me a tastemaker. Years from now, they're gonna be calling what I'm out here doing something like Impressionism or something. I don't know. Okay, well now I'm dead. Fun. I'm finding a lot of cool ways to die. Fuck! Holy shit, I did not expect to get launched so hard. Finding all sorts of new ways to die is really fun. Alright, gonna take my time here. Well, I'm not too worried about dying, and the reason for that is because I don't respect Luigi. I wouldn't say, like, I'm trying to die, but, like, it's not upsetting me. Yeah, I don't respect Luigi. It's always the year of Luigi, okay? Come on. You can't do that to me. Every year's the year of fucking Luigi. Somehow he didn't move when I spun? Alright, we're gonna need the speedrunners to look into that. Do the speedrunners know about that? Do they know that you can spin him and he might not move sometimes? We're gonna have to get the speedrunners on the horn here. How does he keep taking such a weird angle?
Determined to go forward.
Yo, Arden, thanks so much for the resub. And Tangy, thanks so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Thanks, Juker. How are you doing today? Oh god, Luigi got his fucking green stink all over the Chaos Emerald in the middle of this shit. The one thing I will say about the new Mario Galaxy movie is they made Rosalina hot. Which, great job. Alright, fine. Oh, nice. How's Art of Balance treating you? I'm hoping to finish up the set this week. I'm waiting on one piece of information from developer compliance, and I'm waiting for me to finish making the set, I guess. Oh yeah, Luigi does have less air. What? Whose bright idea was that? You're so right, Claire Cat. 100% spot on. Oh my god, Luigi's got no oxygen. I guess drown. What do you want from me, man? Sucks to your ass, Mar. Oops. Damn it. I slipped. Bay caught me slipping. You thought I was dead. You fucking thought I was dead. You absolutely thought I was cooked. Didn't hit the wall grab. Oh yeah, we're definitely playing Galaxy 2. Didn't think about when he was gonna stop. Alright, I don't feel like doing this, so I'm gonna try the long jump again. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it right, fine. Yeah, I got it once, and then never again. I didn't mean to slip. I was just trying to stop on that platform and look at what you were talking about. Yeah, that's fine. I pulled it off once. You gotta retire on top sometimes. You know, before everyone realizes you're a hack. Sometimes you just gotta cut your losses, you know? Trying to remember where this one is. I want to say it's this chest over here on the side, but I can't remember. Damn, Juker. I'm gonna look at your profile and see what games you've badged so far, and then I'm gonna clown on you for your choices. That's gonna make me feel better. Sometimes the best way to feel better is to one way to feel like you're above others is to lower them. Bup 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 bup. Shoopy doop boop doop boop 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 boop. Yeah, I've got my list of shovelware that I'll be playing when I'm just wanting those last few points. But for now, I thought I would play, you know, actual good games, because you know there's a bunch of people who made sets for actual good games. I'm asking myself that constantly, Tina. Why would I do that? When all people want to play is 30-minute slop, why would I take the time to make sets for actual good games? Look, I've got bad games on my list. When time frees up, I'd like to make some sets for some bad games. I did do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That list is 26 points? What? You said you're at 26 points. How is that 26 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Oh, because you have other ones that you just beat. Oh, okay. You beat Call of Duty Black Ops? Holy fuck. Okay, you've been busy. Alright. I talked my shit, but you know what? You played some good games. What the fuck are you talking about? I talked my shit. Hey, I'm big enough to own. I insinuated that you were a slop farmer, and then your list was pretty okay. I mean, you've got some slop in there, don't get me wrong, but I've got some slop, you know. Don't get too ahead of yourself. I don't feel that bad. Yeah, we're doing Link's crossbow training for Zelda April, so like I'm not above the slop. I actually don't know anything about Link's crossbow training. It did not interest me when the Wii came out because it looked like nothing, but I'm excited to be proven wrong. Yo, thanks, Suspect. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I get that, I've heard that it's doing some interesting stuff, is I guess what I would say. But I also don't really know what to expect from it, and I think when I was in college and it came out, I was just like, I don't want to play a light gun game. Ooh, we might be able to Smart Ball. It's been a minute since we've done all shrines. I might be down for some all shrines for the fans. Oh, if Breath of the Wild ever gets retro achievements, that's gonna be a real problem for me. Like I just want to prepare everyone to the best of my ability, but you gotta know that that's like a few months of my stream just done. Fine, I'll play the objective. Oh yeah. Well, that's what we're talking about right now, is potentially doing some more, potentially doing another All Shrines race for Zelda April. Yeah, if Breath of the Wild ever gets achievements, then getting 900 Korok Seeds should trigger 3 different achievements, all for 100 points. I don't know, the way that people make achievement sets these days, I think 900 Korok Seeds would probably be expected to be part of Mastery. But you know, in the alternate reality in which that we're getting retro achievements, I could totally see someone being a little fussy and saying, okay, well, we don't have to include that in the main set. I'm just saying that all Korok Seeds is the sort of thing that I could really understand it going either way. If someone was like, that needs to be part of the Mastery, I'd be like, I agree with you. And if someone said, that shouldn't be part of Mastery, that should be a subset, I'd also agree with them. I'm very easygoing like that. Breath of the Wild is retro, but the Switch isn't. Okay, interesting take. Oh, you know what? In my head, we were talking about Breath of the Wild, and I was like, yeah, but like it's such a long shot that Switch will ever get retro achievements in this decade. But Wii U feels a lot more realistic. So Breath of the Wild retro achievements is like somewhat possible. You'll take one for the team and do Xenoblade X? Okay. Alright, Umar. When Wii U Retro Achievements happens, I'm gonna tap you and say, hey, can you stream your Xenoblade playthrough so I can watch? I spent so many years, like having people around me kind of pitch me, oh, you should try Retro Achievements. And I never did, partially because at that time I felt much more strongly about wanting to play off of original hardware, which I'm indifferent toward these days. But it really wasn't until I convinced Sky to stream them that I was finally like, damn, those actually look like a lot of fun. I should do those too. I'm glad I started Retro Achievements. I know they're not for everybody. That's fine. It's whatever. But like, damn, this scratches a real itch in my brain. That's the good stuff. Well, Sky was looking for some content for her stream, and I was like, well, you know, I've heard really good things about Retro Achievements, and I think you might enjoy them. And all it took was watching her do it for like a week, and I'm like, alright, alright, let me get in there for a second. Yeah, I love ROM hack Retro Achievements. That is definitely also one of my big draws for Retro Achievements is, you know, I don't always feel motivated to take the time to play a ROM hack, but then every now and then I'm like, yeah, but I could do like this extra thing that makes it more interesting for me, and then I have a great time. I still can't believe you mastered Wizard of Oz, Medley fan. I felt so bad. It's one thing for me to inflict Wizard of Oz on people I don't know, who I don't care to talk to, but then, like, I felt bad inflicting upon someone I know. That did not feel good for me.
Look.
That's good. I appreciate that, Medley. Okay, okay, hold up. Galaxy achievement hunting's been going really well. I've basically finished this entire set except for completing the Luigi playthrough. And so now we're just smooth sailing through the Luigi playthrough. It's going so good. This set was fantastic. All the little extra challenges were so interesting. And now we're just 100%ing the game. Yeah, they crushed it. I really enjoy that, like, every stage has some sort of interesting challenge going on with it. I love that. That's like my favorite type of set design. It does take a little bit of practice to get the Top Maniac speedrun achievement, but it's really not as bad as I think people make it out to be. since the set came out, people have been complaining about that Top Maniac achievement, but like, I mean, if my experience is able to be used as a sample, the achievement asks for you to get a time that's almost 3 seconds slower than the best possible time, or at least the best time on retro achievements, and 2 seconds slower than what I got. It just takes a little bit of practice, but my experience is that retro achievements players really hate to be asked to do anything. Like if you ask a retro achievements player to do something, they will complain. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence, you know. Like, it took me 10 to 15 minutes of genuine attempts to get that time, but then the very next time I did the fight, when I did it for the Daredevil comet, I got that time again, a second time. So it's like, I don't know, 10 to 15, I'm a speedrunner. I've sat and practiced a single trick for 6 hours straight. It's not like a really RNG fight. It genuinely, you can manipulate it and get good at it, and it really only took me like 10 or 15 minutes to get it, so I was baffled by the response to it. That's not to say that I expect everyone to like an achievement like that. I think that people are well within their rights to have opinions about types of achievements and to not enjoy speedrun challenges and things like that, but people were acting like it was an impossible time to achieve, and I was absolutely complaining the whole time I was doing it. I mean, to be fair, I was frustrated, but like, I personally thrive under that frustration, and other people may not, and that probably speaks a lot to the reasons why other people were not having as much fun with it as I did. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is I understand where people are coming from, and also I disagree a little bit. My favorite experiences on retro achievements are games that are kind of easy, getting achievements that make them slightly more challenging. So if you just want to play the game, you can, there's nothing stopping you, and if you really want to have a more challenging, demanding experience, you can have that as well. Yoshi's Story has been one that I've wanted to do retro achievements for a long time. I've never actually played much of Yoshi's Story. I've probably dabbled with it a bit, but I've never really played much of it. And it's a game that I feel like being asked to do a lot of really interesting stuff would probably make it really land well for me. I'd be shocked if melon percent, or if, you know, getting all melons wasn't part of the main set. That's absolutely not subset material. Because, like, that plays out in-game for a reward, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't want to come across as like being too judgy. I don't really mind when players have friction that frustrates them, because as a player, I sometimes have friction and it frustrates me. But as a dev, I'm often subject to people yelling those opinions at me, so I'm a little less, I don't know, I guess I'm a little less polite about it. Okay, I guess I'll just chill here, it's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting challenge. I at first landed like the first 2 hits without any issues. I was like, oh, not hitting the hands is actually pretty easy. And then I got blocked by the hands 3-4 times in a row. I was like, okay, actually this is challenging. I'm really excited for the 4-job Fiesta this year. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that 4-job Fiesta makes use of multi-set this year, so that maybe I can get at least completion achievements for the game done just by doing 4-job Fiesta, but I don't really expect that they will. I knew about the 4-job Fiesta for like 10 years and never felt motivated to play it because I hadn't, because I didn't feel like I knew enough about Final Fantasy V to do anything with it, and doing it for retro achievements was such a fun way to get over that and just try it. I mean, I would directly credit for retro achievements for giving me the motivation to get off my ass and try the 4-job Fiesta. Yeah, unfortunately I was unable to make the super bosses happen with my Onion team, but I had a fun time with the Fiesta last year at least. My first time was a cakewalk. My Onion team was the one that struggled. Damn. My Onion team felt like I had nothing to work with. My first ever team was like Ranger and Mystic Knight and what else did I have that was stupid? I got like a stacked team. I just don't remember what it was. Black Mage. Damn, Juker. You know, words hurt. Yeah, Ranger and Mystic Knight was like the hard carry for my team, because I ended up getting... What's that ability? Like, the 4-shot ability with the Mystic Knight swords? It was messed up. I was cooking too much. I didn't feel like I got the true Fiesta experience of having to figure out how am I going to make this stupid team work, because my team was extremely not stupid, you know? You know what I mean? Like that's not how Fiesta's supposed to go. My team was too good. I can't find the spot to stand this time. I feel like I got it effortlessly last time. Is it further over here that I want to be? Oh, it is. Okay. The retro achievement set taught me that. There was an achievement for doing that. I learned new things. I demonstrated that I can be taught. I'm able to learn. Yeah, usually so there are like policies at Retro Achievements for like not requiring glitches for main set. But there's usually exceptions made for either things that are really well known in the community or for things that are fairly straightforward to execute, that they're, you know, something like asking you to just jump in a specific spot is very different than asking you to like set up a wrong warp. Yeah, like the Chris Houlihan room is total main set material, but the only way to get into the Chris Houlihan room is either on accident or by setting up what is almost certainly classified by anyone with a functioning brain a glitch. Because you either have to get, like, displacement, like camera displacement organically, which, I mean, I don't know how you would do that on purpose. Or you have to, like, specifically do some setup to get camera displacement. But yeah, jumping on top of those rocks... Anyway, what I was saying, jumping on top of those rocks in Bubble Blast Galaxy, most people would probably be willing to call that a glitch, but also what it's asking of you is so straightforward that I have a hard time imagining Dev Comp would ever be like, you're not allowed to do that. I mean, technically all the glitches in La Mulana work in the La Mulana set, because I imagine for reasons of multi-set, but otherwise I can't really explain why Mulbrook decided to fold the glitch fix patch into the Japanese to English patch. Well, that doesn't really surprise me that they ran it by DevComp, considering Suspect and TMO are both on DevComp. Or at least TMO is on DevComp. I don't know if Suspect is, but nevertheless, like, it probably doesn't surprise me. They're like, hey, can we do the thing we're gonna do? Y'all cool with this? We investigated ourselves and found no fault. But despite the fact that common sense would tell me as a dev that I probably don't have to ask about it, I know those two well enough to know that they almost certainly checked all the boxes and wanted to make sure it was cool with everyone, which is respectable and diligent and better than I would be, perhaps. Farming starbits. I don't need as many as I did last time, so I don't have to do this very often. But I will need to pay for all the hungry Lumas, so I'm just getting ahead of it a little bit. Oh, I do, Juker. I'm never once asking the question, like, does Luigi enjoy this? Because, and frankly, I do not care. But it did have a purpose. Unjustified hatred of Luigi. I don't know, it's become kind of a bit around here. I don't really hate Luigi all that much. I mean, a little bit. I think he's an annoying character, and I don't know. But it's like, I would say these days it's like 50% bit and 50% actual distaste. Disdain. But for what it's worth, I don't dislike him for reasons of like, oh, he's difficult to control in these Luigi playthroughs or anything like that. I don't care about that. I dislike him for purely philosophical reasons. They made an annoying character. I don't mind him in Mansion though. If I'm being honest, I don't mind him in Mansion. There, him being a little coward pissant is kind of fitting for the story. I get that. I would never play, like, if you play a Mario sports game or a Mario Kart or a Mario Party and you play as Mario, I'm judging you. Those are the places where I think it's appropriate to play as Luigi. Hey, Wizard, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. I'm instantly coming for your ass if you play as Mario in any of the games with Mario and crew. Yo, where are the dogs at? Did that not hit? Now that I understand how much less oxygen Luigi gets, I'm really glad I didn't save these challenges, the underwater challenges for Luigi, damn. Doesn't Ty always play as Mario? Damn. I don't plan to revise my opinion. I guess, okay, so I will say Smash Bros. Is maybe an exception to that, because, like, everyone's got their own unique skill set. And while I do believe Mario has a boring skill set, if you're playing a fighting game and you got good at Ryu, then, like, okay, fine. You don't gotta play the weirdo if you don't want to in a fighting game. But, like, in Mario Kart, you know they made more little dudes, right? That's fair. That's fair, Absist. Name myself after Mario, main wolf. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Also, I don't think my opinion in any of these things matters, because I'm pretty sure every game we're referencing right now, I'm not good at any of them, so, like, who cares? I'm mildly good at Mario Kart, and mildly is being generous to myself. No, but I mean, not to break kayfabe too hard, but I do not have any actual strong opinions about Luigi. I think he's a perfectly fine character. I find his I'm always a coward shtick that they added to him to be a little bit obnoxious, but, I mean, everyone's gotta have an archetype. So, if his is, I'm a coward little freak, okay, fine. Oh, I'm Luigi, and my toes are cold. Okay, buddy. Yeah, that definitely could have been the first time they did the whole, like, coward archetype. I mean, what happened to him? He was in Mario is Missing, and he's this confident world traveler, jet-setting around the planet trying to find his brother, and then they threw him in a haunted mansion. Suddenly he's afraid. It sucks for him. That's how I know it's gotten dire. Now I'm starting to feel bad for Luigi. You're right, we're all going through battles that no one else knows about. My hair's not quite that long yet, but we're heading in that direction. We're bringing back the, We're bringing back the long hair, like, from that clip. Dang it. I was doing so mediocre, too. Luigi can, like, hover by throwing fireball. What was that? What? Dang, I might be coming around on Luigi. Today is a real day of growth for me. These conversations and this gameplay has really made me wonder, maybe I'm too hard on Luigi. Yeah, I might be. I might be ready. Oh. Well, if Mario can do it, then it doesn't matter. Is he sick? He's trying his best. Man. Man. Alright, I gotta bring those walls down. They're messing me up. What? They made the lava move. That was rude. Luigi, why would you do this to me? I was over here defending you. Why would you do this to me? Okay, I'll play it straight then. For whatever reason, his movement is a little more confusing than Mario's was to me. Hello? Get it together, Luigi. Yo, Glitch Cat, thank you so much for the GL. Can't believe they added a bonus star. I didn't ask for a bonus star. Oh yeah, I can just get up there, can't I? But I need the fire flower when I get there. Can I do this? Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up in a minute or two. I wanna have a little break before Arcade Pit starts, and then I'm running Speed Bump, and then we'll come back and do some other stuff. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Let's do Honey Climb, since I'm only going to do one more star right now. Seems like a good candidate. Woo-hoo! Oh, right, I forgot. B. Luigi feels so gross. He's got this, like, weird ramp up. I don't like him. Yuck. Am I right? So like we mentioned before, I may come back and play more Galaxy because this game rips and I'm having a great time. Or we may come back and I may test my Tales of Monkey Island set because I need to figure out if it's all working before I can get it released sometime this week. I don't know exactly what the plan is for After Speed Bump, but do remember that tomorrow is the beginning of Zelda April. That's right. I forgot to mention, I was going to make a layout for it to talk to include it as part of my BRB and signing off screen and stuff, but we do have dates for Pit Crew Trans Am 2, which is May 24th through 26th? May 24th through 28th? 22nd through 24th. I knew you'd come in clutch for me. Here it is. May 22nd and 24th, 2026, yeah. Where we're going to be raising money for Trans Lifeline. I'm going to be plugging that a lot over the next 2 months. So, definitely keep an eye out for it. What am I going to be playing for Zelda April? We're going to start with Link's crossbow training. Then after that, I've got a few more things. I'm going to play Twilight Princess's Wii set. I don't know how long that'll take. That could be like a week. I have a few other things I want to dabble with, and if I'm feeling motivated and have the time, we might see the return of Ages and Seasons. But I've got a handful of things lined up that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know whether or not we'll get to Phantom Hourglass this year, just because I'm balancing against a few other things that are pulling my attention that are definitely not the Wii rollout, but definitely if we don't do it this year, it'll be next year. Because I had a blast with Spirit Tracks, and so I definitely want to play Phantom Hourglass.